allow the universe to surprise you and expect it to surprise you. Expect it to surprise you every single day. Hi world, hi YouTube, how are you? It's Naomi Sarah here. Welcome to Intuitive Alignment. I am your personal manifestation and alignment guide. Manifestation? Mindset. Well, I guess we're doing manifesting today, so that's why it's stuck in my brain. But in today's video, I'm going to share with you some of the things that I wish I knew when I started my manifesting my law of attraction journey. These are things that they are not telling you. These are things that I am watching in these YouTube videos and I'm like, why are they missing out? Why are they skipping steps? Why do they not want you to know? So today we are gonna talk all about that. I'm going to give you some examples, some stories from my life, and hopefully by the end of this video, you will have everything you need to really start manifesting, to hold everything you're manifesting, and to have it a lot faster. I first learned about law of attraction and manifesting back in, maybe it was like 2014, maybe 10 years ago. It was from my dad. He's awesome. He decided to start his own business. He was working a lot of jobs. Like when I was growing up, he was always working at least 2 jobs. So my dad was always working. My dad was always trying to provide for us. And my mom was working too, don't get me wrong. But like my dad was like, always working, always grinding, always hustling. And there was a point in his life where he was like, I do not want to work for someone else anymore. I want to work for myself. I'm tired of slaving away for pennies, for giving all of my energy and my time and doing these things that I don't enjoy. I know that I love detailing. He details cars. He does an amazing job. And he was like, I know that this is what I love, so I'm going to figure out how to do this. He started researching. He was learning a lot on how to have a business, how to own one, how to price, how to market, how to do all these things. And as he was doing that, he was also learning about mindset work. And he was learning from a lot of speakers like Jim Rohn, like Napoleon Hill. He first told me about that book, Think and Grow Rich, way back then. And he sent me that audiobook and I was like, man, this is like 10 hours. Like, why am I going to sit here and listen to this book for 10 hours? A book from like 19, I don't even know when. Like, what? So I got that information and I literally sat on it for so long, but he started implementing these things he was learning. And I kid you not, his business is so successful. He does not market himself. He literally survives off of word of mouth, off of people recommending him to other people. He doesn't have to spend a dime on marketing. My dad instilled that in me. He taught me that if there's something that I want, I can do it. I can have it. I might need to put some work into it. I might need to figure it out first. But if this is what I'm going to do, there's no plan B. This is your plan A. You're going to do it and you're going to be amazing at it. And so over the years, I have dived into law of attraction. I had some things happen in my life. I shared with you in my previous video about my story time, about how I ended up on this healing journey, and it kind of pushed me into it a bit more. But even before that, I would say around 2015, I was starting to really use law of attraction. I had finally listened to Think and Grow Rich. And it kind of landed a little bit for me, but not really. But in that, I started to go on YouTube and I was finding videos from Abraham Hicks and Esther Hicks about like law of attraction. And I was like, oh, what is that? And I started slowly learning about it. I watched that movie, The Secret. And I was like, wow, so you're telling me that I can just like think of something and say that I want it and then it shows up in my life? Okay, I'm going to try this out. And so I was doing that for a while and I was like, why isn't it working? I was like, why? Why isn't it working? I'm telling myself all these things that I have it, that it's mine, that it's coming, and I'm doing the things to get them, but why isn't it happening how I want it to? And I remember so like vividly, there was a time where I needed to pass this French exam for my job. I had the opportunity to get a permanent job. This was like 2015. Was it? No, this was like 2016. Yeah, it was 2016, 2017. And I was like, okay, I'm going to write down on this exam that I passed, that I got the level I needed. I'm going to study. I am going to pass this exam. I wrote the exam and I was like, I got it. I manifested it. I got the levels I needed. Tell me why I failed. Tell me why I was so sure that I passed. I wrote that exam so confidently. I failed by 2 marks. I was like, what is going on? What am I doing wrong? Why is this not working for me? I did exactly what they told me to. I did exactly what this video said to do, and it wasn't landing. It wasn't resonating. Now, with the experience, with the embodiment, with the actual trial and errors that I've gone through over my life over the past few years, I know what was missing. I know. I've never seen these in any videos. And if I have, I really had to search for them. The main thing between you and your manifestations is your energy, okay? It's the energy that you're emitting. It's the traumas, the scarcity, the heavy, heavy things that we are holding that deep down are making us feel like we're not worthy for the things that we're asking for, that we don't deserve it, that even if we say we want it, we can't have it, we can't hold it. And if we do get it, we're not going to have it for long because deep down it's not ours. It's separate from us, right? And that's something that I found was like missing in every single thing that I was learning, was that they were teaching us to manifest these things that were outside of us, that were separate from us. And that's why it was never happening how it was supposed to. That's why it always seemed so far away, because it wasn't us. It wasn't true. It wasn't resonant. It wasn't aligned. It wasn't an true energetic alignment with who we are. So in this video, I'm going to share a few things that you might want to check, that you might want to make sure you are okay, that you're like aligned in before you even start manifesting. Because I guarantee you, if you don't have these things down, no matter what you're manifesting, it's never going to stay. You're never going to feel like it's yours, and you'll always be wanting more. It's never going to truly fulfill you. Okay, so the first thing is you need to know that you're worthy. Before you even start asking for anything, know that you're worthy. Know that you deserve it. Know that there's nothing you need to do more of. There's nothing no one else you need to be other than yourself to get what it is that you want. Once you know that, once you truly embody that, then literally you won't even have to like manifest anything. The things that you want, the things that you feel like you should have, are automatically going to start entering your life, automatically going to start coming to you. That blocks us a lot when we feel like we're not worthy. Like we feel like we need to do something to get what we want, We need to be someone other than who we are to get the things that we want. No, it's really trusting that there's nothing else you need to do, no one else you need to be, and knowing that you're perfect. Everything that you must be to get what you want, you already are. All these things are already yours. And then it's just waiting for them to show up. The second thing that we really need to make sure we are like on point with is the concept of detachment. When we say that we want something, to not constantly be thinking about that thing and continuing to separate ourselves from it. Right? When I say detachment, it's really that trust piece again, right? And knowing that it's already ours. So I don't need to worry about when it's coming. I've asked for it. I've said I wanted it. So now it's just for me to have fun, to enjoy life. And when it appears, I'm going to be so happy. I'm going to be so grateful. And I will recognize it when it shows up because I trust it's already mine. I know it's already mine. So why do I need to be thinking about it all the time? Why do I need to be worrying, wondering if this is exactly what it is that I want? No, I know that it's mine, so I don't need to worry. It's like when you order a pizza and you're waiting for it to come. You're not constantly calling the pizza place and being like,
"Where's my pizza? Did you put the pepperoni on it? I didn't want onions. Did you get that? Did you get that? Like, are you sure it's going to come? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? You said 30 minutes. It's 25 minutes. Are you sure? Are you sure?"
You know that you've ordered your pizza, that you've said exactly what you want on it, and that it's going to show up. So what are you going to do in the meantime? You're going to prepare your life. You're going to get your plates out. You're going to get your drinks ready. You're going to be ready for your pizza when it gets there. You're going to be building your appetite and like your hunger, feeling like the desire for it so that when it gets there, you're going to fully enjoy it, knowing that, you did everything you needed to do. It's already yours. You paid for it already. You're just waiting for it to show up and then you can enjoy it. It's the same thing with the detachment piece. Okay, you really need to trust that everything you're asking for is already yours. Sometimes you don't even need to say it out loud. It's just that desire piece. And when you're really truly aligned, that's the crazy thing is you might think something and be like, oh, it would be really awesome to, I don't know, go for coffee tomorrow with my friend. And you might just think that and let it go. And then you don't think about it for the rest of the day. And then maybe your friend texts you at 9:30, hey, I'm free tomorrow. You want to go for coffee? It's as simple as that when you're truly aligned, when you're truly an energetic match for the things that you're asking for. And when there's no resistance to what you're asking for, when you're able to detach from it. And the resistance piece, which, they do talk about that. So I'm not going to get into that. What is another thing I can share with you? So the last thing that I want to share with you today is clarity. All right. A lot of the times we are not clear on what we want. And that is, again, something that I haven't seen talked about very often in these manifesting videos. So I'm going to talk to you about clarity and why it's key, why it's important for you to be clear on the things that you're asking for so that when it shows up that it's yours. When I was manifesting before, a lot of the times I was not clear. I never really knew what it was that I wanted. So I would just say, universe, you know what my heart wants. Please deliver it to me. Because I was I don't know what I want. So universe, just bring me what I want because you know what my heart wants. And in that, I was getting a lot of things and I wasn't recognizing them. I was getting a lot of things and I didn't see it as what my heart wanted because I didn't even know what my heart wanted. I had to really go through this journey of discovering what it was that I wanted and getting clear and asking for clarity and asking for contrast and asking for experiences and situations that would show me what it is that I truly wanted. So that's another thing that I feel is a huge piece that's missing is that you kind of do need to be clear in the things that you're asking for. And in that you can get them a lot faster. You can have a lot more accuracy when you're asking for something very specifically. So one huge thing that I manifested was my relationship, my partner. And I'm going to tell you a bit about the story. I have a video dedicated to this entire process that I will upload at a later date. But the gist of it is that, so I started seeing my partner in dreams before I even knew I wanted another relationship. Maybe this was 2 years before I met him, when I was first opening up to the possibility of maybe I do want somebody and I want that to be my soulmate person. And so I remember I was having dreams. I saw a silhouette of him. I didn't really see his face. I just saw his facial features and his hair and things like that, but I didn't clearly see a face. So I was okay, I guess that's my person. So, when we meet is going to be the perfect time. And, it is what it is. I wasn't really too hung up on it. I was just oh, that's kind of cool. So, I was journaling a lot back then. So I did journal that. And maybe a year later, it was August 2021, I started writing in my journal the type of person that I wanted, down to our relationship together, down to our chemistry, down to his humor, down to the things he liked, how tall he was, the way he looked, the way he held me, literally every single thing. I was so detailed. I wrote a 3-page entry in my journal about this person and the way that we would be together and just the things that we liked, the things that we didn't like, just every single thing. His family even, I'm telling you, I went into so much detail. I got so clear on the type of relationship I wanted next, on the person I wanted next, and how I wanted him to treat me and how I wanted to treat him and how I felt about myself. And so when I finally met him, when I manifested him, I should say, I was a bit afraid. I was I'll tell you the story. I met him through his sister. His sister and I are best friends. We call ourselves soul sisters because even when we met, it was so aligned. When I met her, it was I knew her already. So for some reason, she never told me she had a brother. And then she saw me going down a path of like, oh, I don't think that's the right thing for you to do. This person's not a good person. Like, I think you should meet my brother. The more I think about it, like, the more you two are just alike. And I was like, what? It's like, you didn't even tell me you had a brother. Like, this is weird. Why would I date your brother? Like, what? And she was so adamant. She was like, you guys are going to get married. Like, I know it. You guys are perfect for each other. You're pretty much the same person. And I was like, huh? I was like, you didn't even tell me his name yet. Okay. And you're telling me we're going to get married and telling me about all these things we're going to do. Like, slow down, relax. So we set up a meeting and I was running late and I was a bit stressed, but whatever. I am who I am. These days I'm always late, so whatever. At least he met me. And I was being true to myself, right? Like, he knew what to expect. But all that to say, I was walking to our meeting spot and I had seen like one picture of him and it wasn't like a clear, like, great photo anyways. But it's like I was walking and I saw him and I knew it was him. And I was like, that's the person from my dreams. This is like, that's him. And we had an instant connection. I think that day we talked for 12 hours straight. Like, I met them around like 2 p.m. I didn't go home till like 2 in the morning. And I was just shook. I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is my person. This is him. This is wild. This is crazy. What am I going to do? Am I ready for this? And all this thoughts started coming up. And that's another thing too, is like trusting that you can hold your manifestations, trusting that you deserve them, which goes back to the worthiness part, right at the beginning, of like not letting your self-doubt sabotage you. Every single thing you're asking for, you deserve it. So don't trip yourself up by feeling like once you get it, you can't have it. You can't hold it. It's too big for you. Like, no, you've asked for this. You're ready for it. It's showing up because you're ready for it. You're in alignment with it. It's yours. Own it. Love it. Nurture it. And that's what I did throughout the relationship. It's been a little over, we're like on our 2nd year of dating now, and it hasn't been easy, It brings up a lot of triggers sometimes from old relationships that you need to work through. But it isn't easy, and it is, because it's like, this person is everything that I wrote down. Therefore, as I grow, we grow together, and we're getting rid of a lot of traumas and past relationship experiences, and we're changing the narrative on all that we thought had to be. Sorry about that. My battery died. So I don't really know where I left off, but I think I was talking about the amazing relationship that I manifested. So all that to say, you need to be clear. You need to know what it is that you want so that when it shows up, you recognize it. You know that that's yours. And you also know that you can hold it, that you deserve it, that it's yours. It is there to make your life even better. We are here to be examples of what's possible. So why are you limiting yourself? Why are you feeling like you can't have all the things that you want? Why are you watching like TV and like all these other people and feeling like you can't have that too? Like, you can't do the things that you want, that you have to be stuck in a situation that you don't like? No, you can have anything that you want. You just need to trust and believe that you can, believe that it's possible, and really get your energy in tune, aligned, do your self-work first so that when these things show up, you can hold them, you can amplify them, you can be that example for other people who think that it's not possible. Like, no, it is possible. One thing that you need to realize is that once you start seeing people having the things that you're asking for, the things that you want around you, do not get jealous. Do not start thinking that, oh, they have it, why can't I? That is when you start celebrating them. Show gratitude. Like, I didn't really get into the gratitude piece because I know that that is something that's talked about, maybe not enough as well. But when you show gratitude for the things that you have, you amplify, you really enhance your energy, you allow for more things to come into your life because you're grateful for what is here. So when you see people in amazing relationships and the type of relationships that you want, when you see people getting the jobs, when you see people getting the, $10,000 client, or like getting a house, all of these things that they've always wanted, things that you want, that's the time for you to start celebrating them and knowing that if I see them doing that it's possible for me too. That if they can do it, then I can do it, because there's nothing that's stopping me from doing it other than myself, and trusting and believing and knowing that I can, knowing that I'm worthy of it, and knowing that it's already mine. There's no separation. If I'm thinking it, then it's mine. It's already in the works. It's already on the way. I just need to keep enjoying life, having fun, so that once I get it, it just amplifies life for me. It brings me even higher. It just is everything and more that I knew that I thought it would be. And also allowing things to be better than you could have imagined. Because oftentimes when we're manifesting, we are manifesting based off of the things that we've seen. So it can be a bit limiting for us. But just know that whenever you manifest, just ask for this or something better. Allow the universe to surprise you and expect it to surprise you. Expect it to surprise you every single day. I want to leave you with some homework, okay? An experiment I want you to do. I want you to start talking to the universe, talking to God, talking to whoever it is that you pray to, that you believe in, that you talk to about your manifestations, and start saying how are you going to surprise me today? What kind of amazing experiences are you going to bring into my life today? Okay, just start asking. Have fun, get curious, and really challenge the universe to start showing up for you and showing you what's possible for you. I guarantee you, once you start doing this, you're going to have some experiences that you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. And it's just going to make you want to do it more. These are showing you that it's possible. These are your examples that it is possible, that you can do it. Don't limit yourself. Don't think that you can't have something. If you think of it, you can have it. It didn't come into your mind for no reason. Have fun, live life, show gratitude, be the light that you want to see in other people, and let's just continue showing everybody what's possible. So now let's turn the comment section into a huge energy vortex, and let's start sharing some things that we want to manifest. What is something that you would love right now? Do you want an extra $100? Do you want a new job? Do you want a partner? Do you want a new client? Drop some things in the comment section below. Let's give each other love, give each other energy, and really support each other in manifesting all of the things that we want right now. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, please, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.